Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Bonkekook here, aka the Lonely Achievement God, and today we are continuing with part 5 of our pause glitch / rerolling deliveries method playthrough. If you were with us last time, you saw us demonstrate the rerolling of deliveries. It took us a little longer than I would have liked, but it was a perfect example of what can and can't go wrong when you try to reroll your deliveries. But even though the video in total was 50 minutes long, it is still, excuse me, still significantly faster than trying to go through legitimately. So, we are just going to continue on with the rest of the game now. There is nothing else really to point out. On the off chance Finches also show up, maybe I'll attempt to do that as well, but you already know how to, so we are going to continue going through the game, and we are going to work on completing the groupings that we have in front of us. We finished the end of year 4 last time, so we are just going to hop back in, and as I have been, I will be going silent and then popping in for upgrades or grouping information as needed. So we did get an item for the insect grouping, but we already got the insects. So let me just double check. There was one that I wasn't sure on. Is it that one that we got? Yeah, nothing else here is important, so it must have been that one. So just sort everything off to the side, and then I will continue to be quiet. So we got another hat, the crown. Well, I don't know if that's considered an actual crown, but the crown that we got in, and the chain link there is for the hardware, but we already have like every other hardware item, so we will grab the hat, bring it up, and that is also kind of bad for us. There's item number 148. As you can see, I do not have that achievement yet, so it'll pop here. And then we will get one at 168 and 188 as well. And we're not even the employee of the month. Where's the crown at? There it is. Okay. Head back up here. I believe that is the third. No, that will finish us a grouping here. Cool. Maybe I already have that one. Let me double check real quick. I just want to make sure that... Well, it doesn't look like I do, which means that one of those items does not work in the grouping. Or maybe this will do it. Okay. Just so I double check. We got music, arboretum, insects, haberdashery, bananas, patterns, hardware, and wheels. So one of these does not count for the hats. So I guess we will just figure out which one that is, hopefully by the end of this playthrough. I have seen just about every site on the internet, as well as my own, put all 4 of those into the hats grouping, so it is a little confusing that it is not popping. So this may just be another one of those situations where someone on the internet was, well, like the compass or the sun, where people said, oh, this worked, and then it was put in and it doesn't actually work. I apologize for that, but we will see if we can't figure it out on our own here. Just really like to finish off a couple of these groupings. Let me see if I can't get that pulled up, because I could be wrong. It happens. I'm not perfect. I am a human. So I'll go down here. Start sorting. Fortunately, I don't have a lot of dead time while I'm doing this to try to get to my page, so I apologize. Okay, real quick, ladies and gents, I'm going to check. Where are the hats? Okay, so I was wrong. Whatever that is, it is not a hat. So, I don't know what it is, but it is not a hat. I apologize for telling you that earlier in this playthrough, but now we know. I thought that it was, but just so I'm clear, yeah, it is not a hat. That is my mistake. And that happens. You know, I'm not sitting here covering an hour-long game. There's a lot of different information I have to take into account. I don't believe any of those were grouping items. I will go down and double check. Wait, nope. The brick is a pattern. The arrows might be, so I think I'm going to grab those on the off chance they are. But some of these are like, even though they repeat, they're not considered patterns, so it's kind of weird. So, let's see. Yep. So I'm pretty sure the arrows don't count, but we'll leave it there until we need to adjust it. As you can also see, we still have a year and a half left, and we are starting to run out of space here. This is why I recommend using your upgrades for the pillars, because there would be another 100 blocks we would have sitting here if it weren't for getting rid of the pillars below us. Come on. For some reason, the game does not like to always let you move piles into empty rows and columns. I don't know why. To flip them, I mean. The first time, anyways. Okay, we'll continue on. None of those are related to groupings. Just a quick note, if you had decided to go through the game with the other method that we did for the first quarter, you would be running into trouble here trying to keep up with that method. You would have to, you know, probably leave the pile down here so that you could have your 3 deliveries come in and not overrun you, but still leave enough space for you to maneuver and sort the items quickly. So that's why I choose this method to go through, but you can use the other one. Got a stock take. We don't have enough stars to purchase anything, so just head back to work. And once again, continue sorting. The dipper for the astronomy. A Death Star. I don't think that counts, but we might as well grab it and bring it up. Okay, on the off chance the Death Star works. Let's see. The Death Star does not work. But we have the dipper. That will pop the Astronomy Achievement. And we are done with that grouping. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more deliveries that we can get new items. So, we need to start finishing off some of these groupings. There's the car wheel, so that'll finish off the wheels grouping for us. Oh my gosh, and we got a Finch. Okay. That's ridiculous. I used to assume that the Finch and Banana could not show up in the same playthrough, but here we are. So, once again, if we were going for the Finches, you would want to sit here and attempt to try re-rolling like we did last episode. I'm not going to do that, obviously. I already showed you that the re-rolling can benefit you. And obviously, if this happened to you in your playthrough, you would stop everything and try to get the Finches. But I've already demonstrated how to do that. I'm not going to waste the time trying to show the proof of concept to you again. That would just be unnecessary redundancy. So I'm going to continue on. I'm just going to pull the Finch out and leave it on its own. And if we get the other 4 by the end of the playthrough, then so be it. But I'm not going to do anything special for the Finch this time. So we need the wheel and the Finch. That's kind of cool. I had a couple of different ideas of how the game handles deliveries, and throughout the wheel achievement will not pop because I already have it. But that would be our wheel grouping. A couple of misconceptions about how the game handles deliveries. Like, I used to think that, like I said, the Finches and Bananas couldn't show up on the same playthrough. I used to think that the pigeons, which are also a light blue bird tile, and the Finches couldn't show up on the same playthrough, and I think I've been wrong on all of them, which is kind of cool. I enjoy, having the hypothesis whether it works out or not, but it's pretty fun to see how the way I view things doesn't turn out to be correct. So we have quite a few groupings here. before we move on here, I want to... So we started... So the ones I already had that we have unlocked now are the wheels and the Mr. Bricolage. Oh, you know what? I already had the pattern achievement, didn't I? So let me double check here. I apologize for that. The blue one is... That one is... The brick is... But the arrows are not. So the arrows wouldn't have popped that one anyways. So we can get rid of the arrows. That is not part of the pattern. But, everything else is. So I think the... Just to go back to what I was doing. So we have two achievements, two grouping achievements that we have unlocked that I had already unlocked. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bananas were in the last playthrough, so I think the haberdashery... So we've gotten 7 groupings so far in this playthrough. Plus, we have 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 4 more that we're an item away from. So this would be where I would recommend you you might consider re-rolling deliveries near the end here, because as I said, we only have, I think, 8 deliveries now of brand new items. So as I said, I don't know if it's really worth it, considering you can just restart games and potentially get the grouping items right off the bat and then re-roll from there. But you know, whatever you decide you want to do. I don't think it really matters which pillar we grab here, so I'm going to grab that one, since we've been organizing to the right side so far. Since we lost the pillar, I will move my boxes out. It would have been a lot more cool to have tried to get the Finches and the bananas on the same playthrough, but there's a music item, a camel item. And to me, that looks like the top of a spray can, but it doesn't count for a hardware grouping, so... Here is item 168 and our 7th poster achievement. The music one we already got. Camel was the one we needed. We have camels? I don't think we do. Nope. So that's gonna be useless. Oh, I didn't sort, did I? Whoops, my bad. That's an in the sea item and a sports item, so we're just deciding to get items from every grouping now. We've decided not to finish off the groupings we need and just bring in whatever item we want. Great. So sports can go there, this sea can go there. And there's only like, what, 4 other groupings we don't have anything for? Yeah. Only like 3 or 4. So it's actually bad for us. As I've explained before, we want to have we actually don't want to get any new groupings. We want to try to finish the ones we have before the end of the game. But we can't do anything about that, unfortunately, unless, as I said, you want to re-roll everything, and that's kind of a waste. And that is the end of the 5th year. We will sort the stock take, and that'll be the end of part 5, and we will continue on to part 6, which will be the final part of our playthrough. We filled up that side, so now we're going to fill up the other. And we probably will just get to the edge of this. The center area here by the end of this year. So, okay. That is it, ladies and gents. I appreciate you spending your time with me. I will see you guys next time.